Louisiana produces nearly 1/3 of all the seafood consumed in America, but the pearl of Louisiana's harvest is the oyster. There are dozens and dozens of ways to prepare this southern delicacy, but none have caught fire like the char-grilled oyster created right here at Drago's restaurant almost 30 years ago.
The key ingredient to a charbroiled oyster is a beautiful Louisiana oyster. There are none better. The constant mixing of the fresh water and the salt water, that marriage creates a big, beautiful, salty Louisiana oyster, second to none. You take butter, garlic, parsley, and cheese, and that's the single best bite of food in town.
This is New Orleans' neighbor, just 5 minutes from the Crescent City. It's also home to the Louisiana Oyster Trail, a collection of restaurants throughout this coastal parish that have mastered the art of preparing oysters as a main dish.
We go through well over 3 million oysters a year just in our 2 restaurants in New Orleans. We do them a dozen at a time, and we do it with a whole lot of French bread.
My favorite oyster dish would be the charbroiled oysters. I love the garlic butter sauce and the cheese. It's one of our most popular things. Boiled crawfish, crabs, and shrimp, and charbroiled oysters rank among the top sellers.
I'm Sam Perino, been in seafood business for 50 years, owner of Perino's Seafood and owner of Perino's Ball and Pot for 21 years. Raw oyster is better than anything else to eat, but I also eat the fried and the char-grilled oysters.
We joined the Oyster Trail because it was a great opportunity to promote oysters and our business. We're among the elite of Jefferson Parish, and we're honored to be part of that program. For Mardi Gras this year, we'll be open for business, and I think we're going to be pretty busy.
So this Mardi Gras being a very different Mardi Gras, we decided to bring Mardi Gras to our restaurant. So we put up our own little float for people to take pictures in front of. It's really hard for Ricobono's Peppermill because the parade's turned right in front of our restaurant all these years. But we're gonna celebrate with special Mardi Gras cocktails and our little decorations that we did to honor our tradition here we have in New Orleans. In addition to our many oyster dishes, we also serve them in our famous Ricobono's Bloody Mary. That's a homemade Bloody Mary blend that we make, and we top it with 3 fried oysters. So, you know, you can eat them, drink them, you can have them however you like.
We're out of time, but if you're ready to start eating your way through the Louisiana Oyster Trail, just go to visitjeffersonparish.com and you're going to find dozens of restaurants where you see these Louisiana oyster sculptures outside, which means delicious oysters inside.